man, pay attention. We live. What?
Yo,
What up? What up? So
what's
of
going
course
on?
we're back with another one, man. So I'm trying to make sure that this camera get nice and clear for us. But yeah, man, we got another week. We back again. So
Back again.
we're gonna keep it real brief on the intro, because once again, you already know who I am and who Jamal is. But this week we got a special guest. Of course, you guys seen the flyer, but if you haven't heard of him or know who he is a new pro, fairly new pro in men's physique. But you guys will know him most likely this year whenever he touched the stage. Crazy physique. I'm actually gonna play his intro real soon, but I think he's a member of Rare Breed. Hopefully, we get some of them to join. I know they're gonna flood the comment sections and everything because they support their team like crazy. But is you're good over there on your live, Jamal? Just making sure before I play the intro.
Yeah, we're good.
We're good. All
Rocking
right,
and
cool.
rolling.
All right, so I want you guys to. I got a quick video of Mr. Carter Wrath right here. Where is it at? Here we go. All right. So we had to bring him out to the stage. So we got
Peace.
So, if you don't mind, can you give the people a quick introduction of who you are, where you reside from, maybe anything you want the people to know real quick about you?
So my name is Kyle McLeod. I'm from Jersey, Middletown, New Jersey. My team is Rare Breed, Rare Breed compound all day. I just got into bodybuilding probably like a year and a half, 2 years ago, and I've always been training like I was supposed to be in it, and then a couple of people I know pushed me into it, and I was mad at myself for not getting into it earlier. So here we are.
Gotcha. So last year, just curious, when was your first show? Just curious.
My first show was about 2 years ago. It was in Atlantic City. I would say like a year and a half ago. It was Atlantic City. Oh no, I'm sorry, not Atlantic City. It was in PA. It was in Allentown, PA. It was the OCB show. I believe the Battle of the Belt, and just the experience, the music, the competitiveness, that type of environment, that venue. It was more so how competition should be. It shouldn't be like, oh, I hate you, you hate me, so on and so forth. But it was a very good venue, and that's actually where I went with my coaching. I killed it. I won, took overall, and then took off from there.
You got any questions, Jamal? Or do we got to cue it in? Because a lot of people don't know how Kai is the first guest of season 3, 4, whatever season we on. So I'm gonna play a short video, and I'm gonna need for you to explain how you figured out what was happening in this short clip. All right. So here it goes. I'm gonna play it to jog your memory a little bit.
Yeah. That was whoever took those photos, they had perfect timing.
So we asked in the comment section about what did people see, or kind of if anybody can guess what happened in those photos or possibly what was said, we'll bring them on the show. So you was the person to get it right. So if you could give people what you said the answer was, and then kind of how you figured it out.
Well, based off of Jamal's face and the gesture that he was doing and the way he looked at you, I knew that was a major pause and a half moment. So it was like, nah, he had to say something crazy like that. And being a dude, you know the dude's face when something like that gets said to you.
Exactly. Well, you was right. This man thought he was in WWE talking about if you smell what the Rock is cooking. I'm like, hey, bro, they ain't gonna look too good on camera. You gotta take that down.
Don't
But he
post that.
stole up on me. So, but yeah, so we want to do this first half and kind of just get a little bit more about. You told us your history. How many shows have you competed on the pro level so far?
3. I've done
Okay.
3 at the pro level so far.
And if you don't mind, how did it go? Just trying to figure. I want people to know
So,
who coming out this year for them.
well, one of them, I'm not gonna say which, but I feel as though, and a lot of people feel as though the overall judging was more so favored towards friendship. And to each his own, you know what I mean? Like everyone's path is different. You connect to who you connect to, and you know, you get that favor from the connections. But um that's where I took second. I believe the other two that I took, I won them straight out.
Okay, gotcha. And I was about to say, I think after that first one was when we first kind of interacted with each other. I may be right, may be wrong. But yeah, I think we had very similar instances, and that's kind of what taught us. That's kind of where I, like I said, met you at, and then Florida Pro was where I formally met you at.
So yeah,
Do you want to give like
more
a
than that. I'm
okay?
sorry, I forgot about Florida Pro. So I didn't win the other two flat out. Then there was a Florida Pro. I came in
Okay.
first in my class, and then I believe I came in like third overall. I believe. So
Okay.
that was a show that was like one of those like you had your fun. You've played with it long enough, so get serious. You've been, I mean, so but in a good way though. Like it unleashed a little competition in me that I thought was dead without football.
Gotcha. Jamal over there sitting quiet. I'm seeing if he's gonna give us anything.
Nah, hey, y'all sitting there. Hey, I'm not gonna mess up the interaction, bro. Y'all sitting there moving back and forth. So, anyways, I'll go straight into it. Do you feel like Florida Pro put you on the map as like an athlete? Like, yo, I belong. Like, I just went up against some of the top competitors, you know, in natural bodybuilding. So, hey, I just got
Yeah,
top three. I belong.
yeah. I believe like, and it's not even just. I'm a real person. Like I'm an honest person. I say what I feel and I mean what I feel. So I mean what I say. It's like I feel as though if I'd have been more prepared and a little more known to the little nuances of bodybuilding and timing and meat and meals and so on and so forth, I definitely should have placed higher. But by my own like just lack of understanding on certain things and how things are done and played out and mapped out, deservingly so, I lost. So it's like with that taste in my mouth, feeling as though I lost because of something that I just wasn't aware of, rather than like I didn't work hard enough or something like that. Like either or, I didn't work hard enough, didn't, but it didn't go the way I wanted to. And what I took from that, it's like, nah, I belong here. I know for a fact, like every stage that I step on, I know for a fact, like I'm counted in towards the top of everybody, just like everybody else. That's
And I
just how.
think the thing I noticed about that was, especially with you being a newer athlete, you didn't really do any like pub or anything like that. We'll talk about some of that stuff later. But it's like when you're a new athlete, and I think Fred is the same way. The guy who got second. Neither one of you guys were like well-known athletes. You guys didn't have flyers or didn't have anything going into the show, and you guys stepped out on stage, and literally odds were drawn to you guys, attracted to you guys, for you guys to place top five. Um, of course, I ain't going to put you on the spot and ask you about shows, but do you have a plan for this year? Are you stepping out a few times this year? Like, what's that
I got a I got a plan for this show,
like?
for this year, 2024. My mind frame is more so on
Okay.
shows that set me up for shows that matter. You know what I'm saying? Like shows that I need to do this to qualify. Qualifiers. Like I don't want any of my shows to be like, "Oh, I'm just doing like how I think you guys covered it before, where people talk about they have warm-up shows. Like, oh, I'm gonna do this small venue, I'm gonna do this one, whereas though like I know I'm gonna place a little high just to critique it. There ain't no critiquing. You get on, you get busy, and you step on stage. So with that Florida Pro, and how I saw all the competitors and how everyone was prepared and critiqued and like serious and locked in and so on and so forth. It's like I don't want to step backstage with nothing else but that.
Well,
So I
the
got some
key
shit lined
word,
up.
the key word I just took away from all what you just said is qualify. So I know you got big plans later this year if you're talking about qualifying.
Hey
So
man, listen, I some things in the works that I'm putting the footwork in now. You feel me?
No, I think
good,
what
good.
you're saying is, and like I said, just having these casual conversations and letting people hear the thought process of athletes is dope because what I got from what you just said is you're being very intentional. You don't care about just popping up at, you know, A show, B show. You're trying to go probably compete against some of the best earlier in the year, and it's going to also set you up to be prepared mentally to step on stage on a bigger stage. Like we said, we know what qualify mean. We know what stages that everybody wants to touch or everybody wants to go to. Like we
Right.
all know those are athletes. Like if we like most of us who compete and have that mentality of like I want to be the best is like okay, I also want to beat the best, so I know where to show up to beat these guys. You know,
Right.
and that's what it's about. Being very intentional, and then like he said, just kind of um, having a plan.
Right.
What you got, Jamal? Do you want to go into our pet peeves, or do you want to keep it rolling?
Hell nah. We gotta put Kyle on the spot. So man, listen. Who do you want to step on stage with this year? Who's somebody you like, yo,
Your man's
like,
right there. Your
Hey, you
man's right
putting
there. I'm be real with you. Listen. I told you I'm real. Listen, I'm be real. I wanna step on stage with you. I wanna step on stage with Core Killer. If I don't know if I'm saying his name right, Arius, no, whatever his name is, where whatever happened. We're gonna
yeah,
step on stage with him again too. Not in no like beef or something like that, but like I bet you feel as how you feel, I feel how I feel, and we both have a different view on how things went on the last show. Now we know what it is, and we can step on stage and we're gonna bring our best. You win, cool. I win, cool. But I want that because I know that he's one of those top people, regardless of how the last show went with me and him. So it's like I also want to step on stage with the guy that you mentioned before, Freddie. Like Frederick's like his growth and his range is crazy from like especially how young he is. You feel me?
yeah,
Like for him to step on stage like that and be that crisp and so on and so forth, it's like nah, I don't care if he was up there and you was 17 years old. You coming with the competition, the competitive level that I feel as though I should be on, and we gonna lock eyes and we gonna get it.
that's facts. And
like,
the funny thing is,
No,
you see,
for real.
like I
Jamal
ain't
like
done it for you.
Jamal like
You
to
know
stir
what
the
I'm
pot.
saying?
Jamal like to stir the pot.
I know, but
And I'm gonna let him look. Look, when we bring a classic guy on here, he ain't gonna say nothing. So I'm gonna let him rock out today. But but nah. And the one conversation that me and Jamal have all the time is I was just like, I always respect the guy who tells me to my face or who tells you like when you're in conversation, like, nah, I want to compete against you, this, that, and the third. What I don't like is when the people are you hear from other people, like, oh man,
right,
yo, I'm gonna dust Eric off when I see him on stage. Like, why didn't you just say it to me? You know what I mean? Like, you get
yeah,
respect because it's actually like, hey, and like I said, this isn't no rivalry, this isn't no fake beef. This is like just genuine competition. Like, I want to compete against the best guys. I want to go against the best guys, and then just see how it fares well with us. Um,
exactly.
but some people they rather tell everybody so it get back to you.
Wait, we going. We going. That's part of the layers of my pet peeves. You feel me? Like I like this one saying from Shrek, and a lot of people it's like Shrek is go over your head as an adult, so on and so forth. But there was the truest thing is like onions and layers. You know what I'm saying? Like people are onions. There's layers to everything, every situation. There's different nuances to everything. So it's like let's get it. You feel me? Like open them shits up, like unlayer, like let's go. I
That's
don't know.
facts.
Be open. Say what you want. Stink like an onion. I know I smell an onion. It's an onion. I know I hear a rattle. It's a snake. I know I smell skunk. That's a skunk. Don't be, don't be a coward. Don't want this and want that and be like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Like you good? Like man, I hate this moment. Nah, I
Oh
don't.
man, I think this pet peeve is about to get real good real soon. I like it.
Hey, the perfect segue. Let's hop right into it.
As we hop over to our pet peeves of bodybuilding, so we came up with this topic, of course, because I've been in the game for probably about 7 years, close to it. Jamal probably close to that. I think Kai said 2 years. But we see things, and like I said, if you encountered these, maybe you should throw some in the comments of maybe if you went through this or if you haven't went through this. But this sport is very it has its ways and things that get on your nerves sometimes. So we're gonna just talk about some of them today. If you haven't encountered them, hopefully you won't. But most likely we'll see. And it's crazy because some of this stuff is mostly on the guy side, which is crazy to me. But Jamal, lead us off, man. Cause I know we got a couple the same ones.
All right, my first one is politicking. And what I mean by politicking is when a competitor is getting ready for a show and every morning they have to tag the show that they're doing. Like, bro, they already got your registration form. They know you coming, so you don't have to tag the show every day. Like, that's not going to help you when you step on stage. Like, you don't have to politic every morning. So
What
that's
about
my very
tagging?
first one.
What about tagging the judges?
Ooh,
I
that's
ain't yo,
bad.
yeah, yeah. I ain't never even think of that. That's not. That's wild. Whoever did that, boy,
I seen somebody be like, "Hey, this is my favorite judge." You know when they judging the show.
that's cool. To each his own, like a preacher's home. You feel me? I can't tell you how to decorate. I can stay out of your house though.
Hey, Pat.
Right.
So the thing is, like, I do see, like, I see both sides. A lot of people want to like put their name out there like, hey, I'm doing this show, this and the third, like kind of just put it on their radar, like even if it's especially not like a organization you compete in, you're not known, I get it. But I feel like it almost looks weird when you see that one person who's spamming the page or spamming the promoter, and then you see them place favorably. You know what I mean? It almost looks like you're politicking. Like, granted, if you bring a great body and it's hands down, you deserve to win. Cool. But then I do see a lot of people who you see just, well, I'm gonna keep letting this show know, and then like I say, even like the whole promotion of an athlete before the show is kind of crazy to me.
So
Yeah.
I got a
I mean,
comment. It says politicking or just showing support. The judges think it's straight wrong. I think there's a difference between politicking and showing support. Like
right.
if I'm supporting your show, then I'm gonna tag you, once in a while. I'm not gonna tag you every morning while I'm doing my cardio or something saying, hey, I'm coming to whatever show or whatever. So I think there's a
Right.
difference between supporting and politicking. A big
And the
difference.
crazy thing about that subject is like when I first did the Florida show, that was the biggest show that I've done. So I remember catching myself when I was tagging him more frequently than not, and I'm like, for what? And I'm like, I know I was doing it because I was gassed up, but the fact that y'all covered that let me know like I was right for falling back, feeling a little weird, like what am I doing? But that was more so because I was just pumped up to get down there. You feel me? Like
No, facts. And
that
then
was
it's
it's
like,
crazy because that was actually also my first time on the plane too.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Hey man, listen, I've been to Florida a couple times. Drive down there, 16 and a half hours,
ah.
18. I mean, but yeah, man.
But no, we said like we saw like it was. I remember very vividly. I don't remember what promoter said it to me, but it's like if you can support a show or show support by saying, "Hey, I'm doing this show," announce it. You know what I mean?
Listen,
But then it's almost a thing whenever um, it gets a slippery slope because somebody's like, "Oh, we're helping promote a show," and then I had the promoters reach out to me personally, like, "Hey, it's our job to promote the show. It's not the athlete's job." So
right.
by athlete constantly doing this or doing that, it looks like, all right, there's some funny business going on here. Like, what's going on? Like, or it's just like, hey, they just trying to get seen. You know what I mean? So it's just in between. It's just kind of a slippery slope where it's a weird divine line of doing too much or not enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, me personally, the shows that I'm actually doing, I never tag them. Never. The shows that I'm just trying to throw people off, like if I'm trying, then I may throw a random show out there on my story and say, hey, I'm coming here. But the shows that I'm actually doing, I never tag them.
Oh, I'm gonna segue right into something, man. I'm gonna segue right into one. You reminded me of one of the Instagram creeps, man. When somebody tagging the show, when you go follow the show page and follow everybody who's tagging that page, next thing you know, as an athlete, you see like 4 or 5 new followers peeking in on you. Then you look at it in your category, like, what are y'all
Yeah.
doing?
I mean,
Like,
like that aspect is kind of natural. It's like initially, I don't know about the following and like creeping on every story and things like that, but like for me, I know I did that. I know I did that at the Florida show, and I started seeing names and this supposedly big show. I went to people's page, like, oh, all right. Not even on no like, yo, let me see who, but I just was, I don't know, I just was giddy on some like, oh, all right, say less. Well, I say like, oh, this we, all right, bet. Like, but the people who sit there and watch his stories and don't like nothing, they don't follow you, or they follow you but don't like anything, but watch every single story.
I've seen
That's the
people
weird
not
stuff.
follow me and watch my story every day going up into a show. And then I think the worst thing that happened, I think probably the worst scenario was I posted that I was going to a show. Next thing you know, I get the dude like scrolls all the way down my page. And then this was actually my first pro win. He like went underneath an old photo and was like, it's going to be a battle. Good luck this weekend. Like, just random. And he was just like a new
God
pro.
damn.
He was like a new pro, and I was just like, man, all right, cool. But I was just like, what's the purpose of that? You know what I mean? Like, you spying and you're gonna scroll all the way down the page just to say good luck. Like, nah.
Well, you know what happened is he was scrolling and he seen in one of them photos that you was looking real right, and he was like, man, and he couldn't help himself. You know what I mean? But he ain't think it through. Hate'll make you
Hey,
Yeah.
do a lot of things,
I
bro.
got a
Hating on
question for
somebody.
you. You think that
Yeah,
can
go ahead.
mentally mess you up though? Like scrolling and seeing other people's bodies getting ready before a show?
Yeah, because like you start paying attention to what somebody else has that you don't. Like say if a person's shoulders are exactly how you've been working for your shoulders, but that's just not your attribute, or really, it's developing things like that. But you start watching this dude, and he going hard, and you watching his shoulders develop the way you wish yours would. That I think that can mess you up. Depends on how strong or how. Well, honestly, it just depends on why you even going to their page in the first place. If you go into their page with the initiative, like yo, I'm a hate and stuff, you gonna get you. It's gonna throw you off. You're gonna be like, nah, I can't get my shoulders like him. I can't get my back like him. Look at his calves and so on and so forth. But if you going in there like, nah, I want to see what's up. Like, oh, say less. Like, bet this what he rocking with. This his crown. I'm gonna work on my crown. I'm gonna work on what I need to work on. But I know what's on mine.
Shows ain't one on Instagram, man. They not. So it doesn't really matter. But then we had hold up, Jamal. Remember the like I said, we don't be calling nobody out, but you know we see people who on Instagram who look great before the show. They look amazing. You're like, oh, this dude about to be fire. When he get to the show, he gonna be like this dude to do the beat. And then you get backstage and you see that same guy. You're like, yo, what happened to my man? It's like, what's going on with him? So that's another thing, man. Like I tell people, I told Jamal, we said this in the first season. I ain't gonna say I put filters, but I used to like, change it up. But then when people see me in person, they be like, oh no, this dude way bigger in person. Like this don't make no sense.
Yeah.
So what you got for us, Kyle? You got another one?
A pet peeve?
Yeah, you got another one?
I mean, I listen, bro. All right, so one of the things with competitors, right? This is my thing with the competitors, backstage and so on and so forth, right? We in there, and this is how I look on it. At it, we in there to step on stage, to literally be looked at and visualized. That's it. It's just seen. People are backstage, like they about to go into the fourth quarter of the Super Bowl, like they about to go fight Floyd for $1 billion. They on some like locked in hoodie on. Don't talk to me. Rah, I'm
Hey,
stretching
you
here, and
talking
it's like, bro, it's like it's not that serious. You feel me? Like my bad. Like I'm from a whole nother state. I don't got the privilege to drive my dumbbells down here. Can I use yours? Nah, that's not an advantage, bro. That's not an advantage. Like I'll go find a towel and resist on the towel and get it up. But I just wanted to use. Like I never understood that. Like we back here to literally connect, get pointers, get pushed in different aspects, get inspired. Like I don't know anybody that doesn't go to a show like, yeah, this is my show. Like they gonna see my hard work. I'm the best here. Like, yeah, look at that. He got this going on. They got this going on. She got this going on. But I know when I step on that stage, you're supposed to have that. You know what I'm saying? Like, but for you to go out there and act like you're better than people all around, just as a human, as if it's beef and I don't even know you, bro. We just gonna stand next to each other. Get out of here, bro. Go fight. They
about?
got
You,
they got leagues for that. They
you
got
made you
leagues for
made a
that.
left. So you're not talking about us. You made a left real quick. But so the thing that me and Jamal was talking about was the one of mine is similar to backstage, and I'm sure you've seen it at Florida Pro. I don't know if you've seen it at the other shows because like I am one of the guys who's in the corner, hoodied up, headphones on, like. But I'm always in my zone. Like I'm not bothering nobody. I'm not being rude to nobody. I'm speaking to people when they come past me. But it's like I'm in my zone. But the one
That's the
thing that's
difference.
pet peeve of mine is there's always one to about three guys, depending on the show, that's pacing back and forth, staring at you, waiting for you to unrobe the whole time. I'm like, bro,
Yeah.
like, what you got something to go do? Like, why are you over here?
All
So
right.
like that happened at a few of my shows, and it's just like I'm like at the end of the day, like only one or two things can happen when I take this robe off. Either I look great or I look like trash. One or two things. So why are
Yeah.
you still pacing and staring at me, waiting for me to take my jacket off and take my suit off? Like, nah, bro. Like, go somewhere. You'll see it when we line up. Because I'm one of the type of people. I literally unroll right before we get in line. Like, that's just my thing.
But you see how you're in a different avenue. You're cordial. You talk. If somebody asks you, so you take your headphones off. You listen. You have a conversation. Then you respectfully go back to what you're doing and lock in your zone. There's people I've literally had it done to me where the example, hey brother, using it like, yeah, this is mine. And it's like, bro, this is not the yard, my guy. Like, chill. That's what I mean. More so like that.
You got some on that, Jamal?
Nah, because I don't got no backstage beef with anybody, and nobody bothers me when I'm backstage. So
Nah, Jamal will walk past you and just stare at you the whole time and not say nothing. So he'll stand right beside you and I say, first time me and him competed against each other, we standing like this close to each other, like shoulder to shoulder. He just looks at me and then turns away.
Yeah, I'm like, all right.
But we
Oh
both
man.
we both was on the same nonsense that day, so it worked out.
Yeah, hey, yeah. Don't put the blame on me, bro. Cause you was on the same type of energy, dog. So don't put the blame on me.
And we match energy over here. That's all that is. Don't worry about it. What you got?
See?
Man, let's see. I'm gonna go a little soft at first. All right. I don't want to go in all the way. Pause. I know you're just gonna try to get me. Chasing other people, man. I think we said this last season. Your journey is your journey. You know what I'm saying? There's no need for you to step outside or chase other people. Essentially, you know what I'm saying? Because what's meant for them is meant for them, and what's meant for you is meant for you. So chasing other people, I just don't get down with that.
All right.
What you wanna have?
Does that like you elaborate a little bit more on that? Like, does that like I don't know. I get what you're saying, but
So,
like,
so for instance, let's say a competitor is at the top of his game. He's in classic, and I know he competes in this organization over here, right? And I compete in this organization. I'm not going to step outside and chase this guy for what?
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't, bro. You got your thing over there, cool. I'm doing my thing over here. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
You have what you got. I got what I got. So have fun. I don't chase people.
yeah,
There's plenty of people that done told me that they want to step on stage with me. Cool. You know where I am. You can come see me if you want to see me, but I'm not chasing you.
yeah.
All right. So what else we have? I don't have anything to say about that because I ain't chasing nobody.
Yeah, nah.
There you go.
If we see each other and I want to compete with you and we end up in the same division, I mean the same organization, then cool. But like, I'm not switching my route to go where you at.
Nah, facts. All right. So I have one. So one of mine is I don't know what's going on with Jamal, but it's like either announce or don't announce. I know Jamal wanted to. I know he's going to elaborate on this one. I'm not going. I'm not going to do it. I'm not. I
Oh
can't do this
no,
one.
you are. Nah, no, this is your topic, so you can go ahead and elaborate on it, big dog. See, you be
All
trying to
right.
get me to say stuff because you don't want to say it.
All right. Let's do it. All right. So the infamous dark mode. I don't think people know how to really go dark, or I don't know if you heard of this, where people like, I'm going dark mode, and they announce it like, hey y'all ain't
Yeah,
gonna hear from me. I'm going dark. Like, bro, if you gonna go dark, go dark. Don't say nothing. Just go. You know what I mean? Because 9 times out of 10 they won't check it for you anyway. You know what I mean? Like, just
right.
being honest. But then it's like there's a few people like I used to be the guy who I did it both ways. I used to post a lot going into a show. And then sometimes I don't post at all. And I think the caption on your video that we shared earlier was, show your work. You know what I mean? If you're proud of your work, show your work.
Yeah,
The thing about me is I have my reasons for doing either or. When I announce going into a show, either I'm just feeling really good, or I have a like really big support system who follows me. So I want to show them like, and then it's funny because like when I drop something, somebody like, the heck, like it's a mental game. Like if you drop a fire picture, people like, oh nah, this dude like what's going on? Like how does dude look
right,
like this? You know what I mean? But then my reason for not announcing it is like sometimes whatever attention you put out there, you're warranting more attention to come back to you. So when you're
right.
constantly posting, people's going to constantly, say something, or it's almost like people's expecting the haters, of course, are expecting the downfall. So they're waiting for the show. You know what I mean? They're waiting to see
Mhm.
what's going to happen. So I've seen both sides of it, but the whole dark mode thing, I think people either they're doing it the wrong way. Like it's almost the same thing as when people announce like, "Hey, I'm gonna take a social media break." Just why you just go? You
Just,
know what I mean?
just
Just go.
stop.
Like,
Yeah,
Yo, I hate when you try not to hurt people's feelings or try not to be rude, bro. At the end of the day, nobody cares if you post or don't post. You know what I'm saying? Work is
realistically,
still
yeah.
getting done, hopefully, whether you're showing it or not showing it. So just say what you feel, bro. Like, quit trying to be nice. Like, nobody cares if you go dark.
Yeah, bro. Like people gonna like you, they're not gonna like you. Everything you say, you could be politically correct. There's gonna be somebody that's like, well, I don't like how. So just say what you feel, bro.
nah, That's fine. So, like the thing is, I tell people I was just like, so say for example, we know we seen it. We see the people who they'll post the shirtless picture as they check in. You know what I mean? Hey, update shirtless picture. Then they'll post the hoodie picture. Like, oh, I'm hot in my gains. Like, bro, like I hope you're in shape underneath. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? But most bodybuilders are seasoned bodybuilders. We know, like, at the end of the day, I can look at your face and tell if you're in shape or not. 9 times
Yeah.
out of 10, once your face sunk in, I'm like, oh, this dude coming with some heat. Like, this dude must be heat on right now. But it's like, bro, like, whether you take a picture in a wife beater, a stringer, a tank top, a jacket, a hoodie, nobody really care. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, what matters is what you look like on show day. Like, you can look amazing all the way up into the show and spill over on show day and everybody be like, "Well, this is what he looked like
What happened?
last week, right?" So that was one of my pet peeves. The whole announcing that I'm going dark and all this other stuff as to just doing it because I think the best thing for me last year was when I stopped posting for like a few months and then the first picture I posted was something crazy and everybody was like, "What the what the where this come
Yeah.
from?" So
You
nah,
hit the before and just showed them the after, basically.
we got another one. I know we close to time, but I know we got room for probably one or two more.
You got one, Kyle?
My thing is, listen, man, keep your beef with who you got beef with. If you got beef with somebody, you don't like somebody, you don't like how somebody moves, or you don't like how somebody appears to be fake or whatever it may be, don't add a third party because the third party is not gonna catch these bullets because they got nothing to do with me. You know what I'm saying? I'm here to listen. We can chop it up and so on and so forth. But once you start going in the realm of being like, well, see what happened with us is I ain't gonna because now you telling me your side to get me on your side. I can't hear their side. And then on top of that, if I see you telling the side that, all right, you should feel that way if that's really what happened, then the people like, if that's what they did to you, how are you over here? You just shook it, but it's cool. Because they ain't got nothing to do with me. But I just don't want to be associated with that because that's one of those like I don't know, bro. I'm not fraudulent. I'm not.
I
If
love it.
if I, if I rock with you, I rock with you, bro. Like, and I can not like you, but I'm not gonna go out of my way to talk about you or do it. I'm just gonna keep it moving. I'm just gonna, hey, all right, he over there. I'm gonna go over here. There's nothing soft about it. There's nothing. I'm being an adult. You know what I'm saying? Like,
No, that's facts. And I think that was one of mine. Fake beefs, fake beefs, or I call them storylines. Like people try to create storylines. They'll call somebody out. They'll tag somebody randomly. Um, they just do things to attract attention to them to create a storyline for a show. It was really big 2 years ago. Really big, I think 2 to 3 years ago, where everybody wanted a storyline going into every show, like this guy versus this guy. I feel like, man, at the end of the day, like people's going to show up to the show. Whoever wins is going to win. But you don't need to have a full blown storyline like WWE again. Like,
yeah,
oh, The Rock versus Stone Cold Steve Austin. Who else is going to show up to this? And then both of them get beat by a new guy. You know what I mean? So it's just one of
understood.
those things where it's not necessary.
Nah, yeah.
Jamal, I know you got to get controversial for us once.
I don't because, like I said, bro, if somebody don't like me, I can care less. I don't give a fuck, honestly, bro. Like it is what it is, bro. Obviously, I'm doing something right if somebody don't like me, and if you don't like the way I move, I don't care. Like you're not paying the bills in my house. You're not fucking me, so I don't care.
See,
Like,
you know, so
so that's all I'm gonna say about that one, bro.
Hey, I'm clipping that part. That's gonna be the part that's gonna get clipped up. It's just gonna be that small.
you done made
It's
yourself a
gonna be
meme.
like, ain't after me. That's gonna be the only part on the clip. That's it.
Oh man. All right, so I think we got time for one more. Let's do entitlements, man. We're all, competitors in this sport, and we're not entitled to anything. We wake up and we do this shit as a hobby. We do it to the best of our ability. We work hard every day, but we're not entitled to win. You earn the win. You're not entitled for free entry. If a promoter want to give you free entry, cool, but you're not entitled to anything in this sport. And I think that's the biggest thing people get messed up. Like they think they're entitled to things in this sport, and you're not.
Damn, I ain't never heard that. I've seen a lot of entitled people and competitors and so on and so forth, but I've never heard of somebody like, yo, they should just let me rock out in the show and not pay the admission or whatever it may be. Like, I don't. That's
And
I
it's a
don't know.
it's a bunch of different entitlements, but it's even like also like I hear the one thing another pet peeve of mine real quick is when the show results come out and people will say, "Oh, this is rigged," or um, when people start bashing another athlete. Like that's my biggest pet peeve. I've been speaking on this since first season. Um, if you got any problems with a show, and that's why, like I said, I went through an instance, but I never bashed another person who I shared the stage with, because it's almost like that person becomes your brother because that person went through a very similar instance that you did. They went through a prep, they competed on the same stage, and they just happened not to go your way. So why would you bash the person that stood next to you that had nothing to do with their placement? But going after the judges, hey, that's a whole nother ball game.
Yeah.
Like they don't make their commanders. So, but like I said, I ain't never go out after a judge either. But I'm just saying it's one of those things where I hate seeing it when somebody immediately down talks somebody who stood next to them that had no. I mean, unless they politicking, that's the only time. But any other time than that, like that person did not get themselves that spot on the stage or that win. Like I heard it all, like, oh, this show is rigged, or they know him, or he knows these people, and blah blah blah. But it's like at the end of the day, did you look better than that person? And that's where like the self awareness, the self assessment after the show comes in. Like, you know what, I could have came in better, or I made it too close. Like, did I do everything I could to blow this person out of the water? If I didn't, then hey, I got to hold this L and hold this lesson. Simple as that.
Dang, that happened to me 2 years ago, bro.
Bro, you didn't lose 2 years ago. What you talking about?
Nah, somebody said you look better to me though. That you should have won that show.
Hey, I didn't say it.
Damn.
And you know, I came out and spoke wholeheartedly like, nah, you buddy deserved it. You know me, bro. I be speaking. I be like, hey, it's almost like when Dak Prescott, who was it? His brother came out and was like, he need to leave, blah, blah, blah. He's like, hey, what he said don't have nothing to do with me. I ain't say it. Like, you got to hear it from my mouth for me to got that, for you to take it for me.
Oh
But
man.
you about ready to spring on me because somebody else said, good God, come on now.
All he smelled was smoke, and he was ready.
But nah, so we ran over, but we appreciate everybody who's still on the live watching. We're about to end this episode, but we are about to start our new coaching series. I think we have a list of 4 coaches, pretty notable coaches that we personally encountered, personally had conversations with, respect, who are making big strides that bring a lot of athletes to the stage. So we definitely want to have them come on, you know, speak their piece, let us know more about them. So then that way, I mean, there's a lot of people. I think the one thing about us is there's so much business out here. There's so many athletes out here. And the one thing about this community is people feel like they got to have it all. As to being able to promote multiple people, share on the platform and let people, you know, broadcast their business and, you know, reach out to athletes when they need them. So
It's a
I'm going on a
community.
rant. I'm going to end this thing. But yeah, so coming up, I think we got Rare Breed confirmed, right?
We got Mikey. We got David Nonstop.
Nonstop. I'm gonna get my coaches. Don't worry. I'm gonna get them. When they see this, I'm gonna get them. Don't worry.
Yeah, and
And
then
Hey,
I'm
just so
gonna get
y'all
with
know,
my
man,
coach also.
Rare breed. That's the only thing I am gonna do, bro. We coming this year, bro. My teammates, and I'm not just saying that because they my teammates, bro. I'm seeing the improvement on them. Like a lot of people gonna hear where it's gonna get hot this summer.
hey, I got a
Hey,
squad.
last
Hey,
year Jeff called out Eric. You think Jeff ready for that challenge?
I mean, whoever's ready for whatever they
hey,
want to
don't
get. You know
answer him,
what
man.
I mean? Like,
You not answer this guy.
nah, it's not. Nah. We not even gonna avoid it and making it seem like bro not ready. I'm just saying, whoever ready for whatever they saying, they must be ready for whatever they saying. Now, however it go, let's see how ready you are for it. I believe he is, but you know what I'm
Okay.
saying, like. To each his own. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, it's not up to us, it's up to the judges. We're gonna step on stage, whether it be all 3 of us, 2 of us, y'all 2, whatever it may be. But my boy got that dog in him. Don't sleep on him though.
Uh-oh.
Hey, what Paul Pierce said? Hey, Jeff. Hey, bro. Hey, this is all respect. Hey, but there's multiple kinds of dogs out here, man.
All right, hit him with the Shannon Sharp. He said I'm too big of a cat to be playing with like a kitten now.
Right. Hey, y'all, but that's the show, man. We appreciate everybody for watching. Please run it back. Check us out on YouTube. Follow this channel. Yeah,
I
man. We'll
appreciate
be
you
back
guys for
next
having me on
Tuesday.
it, man.
Hey,
Hey, we
appreciate
appreciate
you doing
you
this,
as well,
Scott, man.
man.
For real.
You made this 30 minutes
I
go
vibe
by
with y'all.
easy. All right, y'all, but we're
Hey,
ending it now, so peace.
peace.